So without further ado, Angela, if you'd introduce our speaker for this evening.
I'd be honored to. We are honored to have the illustrious, dynamic, beautiful woman of God, Pastor Tammy, in the house. And so we are blessed to learn about her business. She has a phenomenal business and a phenomenal website, and I am anxious, as you all are. If you want to look clean from head to toe, she can help you out. So without further ado, we're going to say, go for it, Pastor Tammy.
Well, thank you. Thank you. First of all, let me thank you for the invite. I will tell you, Lou Spain will not let you give her a no. So I thank God for her persistence. And then, of course, Mary Chapman, I've known her all of my life, and she is a phenomenal leader. And she's one that I have looked up to from a distance for many years. So I just want to thank you for this opportunity tonight. As you all know, I pastor Elpis Christian Fellowship, and we were 16 years in November. And the Lord has now commissioned us to build. So the birthing of Tiger Martin Collection, Des Moines, really came out of the need for my own personal contribution to our capital campaign. And then plus, Tiger Martin is an actual person out of St. Paul, Minnesota. He actually started the Steve Harvey suit line. And he has a lot of family connection here in Des Moines that I was unaware of. But anyway, I have a heart for seeing men succeed, because I have a philosophy that if the head of the household succeeds, then the women succeed. So I opened up Tiger Martin Collections on November 19th of last year. And it was designed to be a all male store where we can kind of fit your need based on what they were looking for. We carry suits, tailor-made suits, pre-custom suits, shirts, ties, Italian shoes, all men's accessories. But then 6 months into opening the store, of course, I have a lot of female friends, and I started taking the suits and getting them altered for myself. So now I not only cater to the men, but I cater to women as well. I think that there is a lack of dress suits and that type of store for the male here in Des Moines. A lot of our men drive to Pinners or online shopping. And so that was an area that I was very interested in. And then because I am connected to, I also serve as an overseer for my Reformation, which means I kind of oversee 18 other churches. And the majority of them are men pastors. So I'm able to suit them as well. So it's been a blessing, but of course, as you know, with COVID, it's brought about its challenges. So I have a couple of local pastors that they buy suits every month. So they've been helping to keep the doors open. I was able to get some assistance with SBA, at least to keep the doors open. In July, when things kind of started opening up, business kind of picked up, and we're in this season now where it's kind of tapering off. But I'm going to try to stay in position, and just here lately, I've been doing a lot of weddings. I've been suiting pallbearers for funerals. So it hasn't slowed down. It has gotten challenging, but I'm going to endure this season. So we are located at 5005 Douglas Avenue in Suite 101. I don't know if any of you all remember Woody Smith. They used to give drum lessons. I'm actually in his old location. right there by Moore Elementary School.
Mhm,
Currently, right now, I am only open 3 days a week. One of my sons is a clothier, and he has been for 20 years. So we are looking to, at the first of the year, position him to run the store, and I'll just pop in and out because I'm also working on, Elpis has 4 acres of land on Martin Luther King, and we're looking to build. So I need to put some of my efforts in that direction. But we also carry, I opened up, and I almost forgot about this. I opened up in the back room a small women's boutique. So I do carry purses, jewelry, not a lot for women. Purses, jewelry, some other accessories, scarves, kind of some unique pieces. I never order a lot of the same thing. I pretty much do the same thing with the men. Because we're in a small community, I won't let one man, 2 or 3 men walk out of there with the same suit. I kind of let them know that in advance. But that's pretty much it for Tiger Martin. I'm excited about what Tiger Martin did present this year. We did a photo shoot with a lot of my customers here a couple of months ago, and that was big. I'm trying to position myself for online presence in case we get locked up again or back in quarantine again. So I'm still learning some bumps and curves in this business, but it has been good. It has been good. It has been good. Any questions for me?
Tell them about any specials that you might have.
Girl, right now, because I want to get rid of all this inventory, everything is 40% off. So yeah, everything will be 40% off probably till after the first of the year. Because I really do want to get new inventory. I try to switch the inventory out every 90 days. What I don't get sold that I've had for 90 days, I then put it on sale. But because of the COVID and having not been open, and it is a small space, so I kind of try to do one-on-one needs for the men who need altered and fitted or, suited. But yeah, everything right now after the first of the year is 40% off. Everything.
Yeah, I'm glad you mentioned about online because it's been successful for like vendors, those of us that
Yeah.
are, in sororities and fraternities. All of the vendors have like a special night or
Okay.
special promotion. And then what they do, they Zoom and they go through their inventory. Like you can go through your inventory and people sign on so that and you give them a code and they sign on. And then what you do is just talk about, you take them on a tour of your shop and talk about your products, and then you tell them how they can order it and they can do it online.
Okay.
But that's been really helpful for vendors where you can't go into their shop.
Yeah.
But they're still doing online.
Okay.
But being cautious in terms of who you sign on and show, what you have.
Yeah.
That's
good. Okay.
So online would really be something to consider.
Okay. Yes.
Because I was hoping we'd see some of your products and.
Well, I really had planned to. Lou did ask me, and my, the COVID started, and my congregation was fine, but it seems like in this last wave, I have 3 households now fighting with COVID. So yeah. So but I did plan to be at the store. But we are on Facebook. I do post a lot, the majority of the stuff at Tiger Martin Collection DM. But I did plan to be at the store and time just got away from me. But I am working with another African-American male named Vince Bowie, who has his own processing company and website, online e-commerce. So I'm looking to get that done by the first of the year. Yeah.
Very good.
Yeah.
Pastor Tammy, can you put in the chat your website. I've been to the website. It's phenomenal. So your website and your Facebook, just put it in the chat so people can know.
Will.
That's good. Good idea, because then we can go back and then we can share that information to the membership, and then they can start, going on. And we want to promote, it's not only, spotlighting, but, actually doing some shopping and to support our businesses. So
okay. And if you ladies ever know of any African American vendors or women vendors, because I also do consignment.
Okay.
I've been letting some of my people. I have a young girl right now actually who makes these charms.
Oh.
So I've let her consign, and they are listed on the website, the Facebook page as well. So if you know of any young vendors, I'm a big component of giving people opportunities, because when you sow into somebody, it always comes back to you.
Right.
This is Janice Lentz. A question: do you do any alterations or anything like that for garments that aren't yours?
I do not.
Okay.
I do not. When I did open, I will say James Conley, who I think is one of the most phenomenal tailors in the city.
Yes.
He was doing all of our tailoring, but then he has of late started having some health issues with his hands. But I do use a young lady down the street from me at Busy Bee Tailoring. She does all of my alterations. She turns my pantsuits into skirts. And I like her work. And anybody I send her, she generally does them right. So I try to stay consistent in that area. At least I know her work because I wear it. Yeah.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Any other questions, ladies? Well, we sure appreciate the time that you took to visit with us. And Pastor Tammy, we
thank you so much
again at a time when, it's not during the holidays, but
that's perfect.
We'll be back in touch with you to have you to come back. And,
I would appreciate that.
Okay, and then we'll have your website and we'll do proper preparation with and preparing for you.
Okay. Thank you so much for having me.
Well, thank you.
Thank you, ladies. Brandy.
Yes, I was just looking at your Facebook page and looking at your what's in your store. So very nice. Very nice.
Okay, good. Thank you.
Yes,
thank you. And then Ms. Chapman, if you'll send me some information on when, I would like to learn. I would like to learn more about when.
Okay, we will.
All right.
And we have a website. We're going to get our website beefed up too. Our website is sort of like, we're building that also.
Okay, so that's good to hear.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you, ladies, for having me. I'm going to pop off here and go feed my niece so I can get to work. All right. God bless you all.
God bless you.